The Lady of Shalott. On either side the river lie long fields of barley, and debris that clothe the walls and reach the sky, and through the fields the road runs by to many-towered Camelot. And up and down the people go, gazing where the lilies blow, on that island there below, the island of Shalott. Willows white and aspens quiver, little branches dusky and shiver in a wave that rolls forever past the island on the river, the island of Shalott. 4 grey walls and 4 grey towers look down on the space of flowers, and the silent isle embowers the Lady of Shalott. At the margin, willow veiled, slide the heavy barges trailed by slow horses whilst unhailed. The shallot skitters silken seed, skimming down to Camelot. And who has seen her wave a hand, or seen her at the casement stand? And is she known in all the land, the Lady of Shalott? Only reapers reaping early, in among the bearded barley, hear a song that echoes cheerily down the river, winding clearly, winding down to Camelot. And then at last the reaper weary, piling sheaves in uplands airy, listening whispers, she's a fairy, the Lady of Shalott. There she weaves both night and day a magic web in colours gay, and she has heard a whisper say, a curse is on her if she stay to look down to Camelot. She knows not what that curse can be, and so she weaveth steadily, and little other care has she, the Lady of Shalott. Moving in a mirror clear that hangs before her, all the year shadows of the world appear, and then she sees the highway clear, winding down to Camelot. Oh, but then she sees the eddy swirl, and those heavy village churls, and scarlet cloaks of market girls that pass beyond Shalott. Perhaps a troop of damsels glad, an abbot with an ambling pad, perhaps some curly shepherd lad, or long-haired page in crimson clad, her heading down to Camelot. But sometimes in the mirror blow, the knights come riding two and two. She has no loyal knight and true, the Lady of Shalott. But in her web she still delights, and weaves the mirror's magic sight, and sometimes passing through the night, a funeral with plumes and lights and music goes to Camelot. But as the moon shone overhead, came 2 young lovers lately wed. I'm half sick of shadow, said the Lady of Shalott. A bowshot from her bower eaves, he rode between the barley sheaf. The sunlight dazzled through the leaves, and flamed upon the brazen greaves of old Sir Lancelot. Oh, a red cross knight whoever kneeled before the lady in his shield, which sparkled in a yellow field. beside remote Shalott. His gemmy bridle glittered free like to some bunch of stars we see hung from a golden galaxy. His bridle bell rang merrily as he rode on to Camelot. Oh, and from his blazing baldric slung a mighty silver bugle hung, and as he rode his armour rung along to Camelot. In the blue unclouded weather shone the jewelled saddle leather. She saw the helmet and the feather flashing like a flame together as he rode on to Camelot. And sometimes in the purple night, below the starry cluster bright, the bearded meteor trailing light moved over still Shalott. His broad clear brow in sunlight glowed with burnished hoofs. His horse rode from underneath his helmet, flowed his coal-black curls as on he rode onward to Camelot. And by the bank and by the river he flashed into the crystal mirror. Tirra-lirra by the river sang Sir Lancelot. She left the web, she left the loom, she made 3 paces in the room. She saw the water lily bloom, she saw the helmet and the plume as he rode on to Camelot. Oh, the web had flown and floated wide, the mirror cracked from side to side. The curses come upon me, cried the Lady of Shalott. With the heavy east wind straining, the pale yellow wood was waning, the river and its banks complaining, and the low sky heavy raining down on Camelot. 'Twas then she fixed herself a boat beneath the willows still afloat, and all along the prow she rode, the Lady of Shalott. In the river's dim expanse, like some bold seer in a trance, thinking of his own mischance, she cast her glassy countenance down on towered Camelot. And at the closing of the day she loosed the chains and down she lay. The broad stream bore her far away, the Lady of Shalott. Lying robed in snowy white that loosely flew both left and right, the leaves upon her fallen light amid the noises of the night, she drifted on to Camelot. And as the boat had ploughed along the willowed hills and fields among, they heard her singing her last song, the Lady of Shalott. Carol mournful, carol holy, chanted loudly, chanted lowly, while her blood was frozen slowly and her eyes were dark and holy. She drifted on to Camelot. Ooh, and ere the sweeping of the tide could reach the house at the waterside, singing her last song she died, the Lady of Shalott. Beneath the torrent balcony, the garden wall and gallery, a gleam and foam came drifting by, a corpse between the houses high came drifting into Camelot. Oh, up to the wharf there came knight and burgher, lord and Damon. On the prow they read her name, the Lady of Shalott. Who is this and what is here? In the royal lit palace near died the sound of royal cheer, and they all crossed themselves in fear, all the knights of Camelot. But Lancelot moved a little space and said, she has a lovely face, God in his mercy grant her grace, the Lady of Shalott.